Okay, welcome back, folks. We are looking at Mental Arithmetic Test 6, first past the post. Here's myself, Mr. Imran Iqbal, one-to-one tutor, trying to help those students who are preparing this year for their 11 plus. Let's have a look at these questions. Here we go. Question number 1, the 30 questions. 6 minus a equals nothing. What is the value of a? Well, 6, take away a number, is equal to 0. Well, that number has to be the number itself, which is 6. It says number 2, write 6 tens and 2 ones as digit. Okay, so that'll give you, well, 6 tens will give you 60, and the 2 units, 2 ones will give you 62. Done. Pardon me. What is the ratio of £2 to £3.60 in its simplest form? So let's start with 200 pence. 360 to get rid of the decimal, change them into pence really. So let's divide that by 10, divide that by 10. Now 20 and 36, that will divide by 4 to give you 5. And that will divide by 4 to give you 9. So the answer will be 5, 9. Question number 4. Divide 33 by the sum of 0.11 and 0.99. Divide 33 by the sum, and the word sum means add. So we're going to add these two numbers. 0.11 add 0.99. Now that will give us 1.1. So we've got 33. We're dividing that by 1.1. Now 33 divided by 1.1. So you put the 1.1 over here and the 33 over here. Now we don't normally divide by decimal numbers. We've got to change into a whole number. So we do that by multiplying this by 10. What we do to this number, we must do to this number as well. So the question can be rewritten as 11s into 330. So that was our original question, written in the original format. And then after we've written it like this, we can convert it into a nice number. So 11s into 33 will give you 3. So our final answer is 30 for that one. Question number 5. Rahman eats 6 chocolates every day from a box of 54. How many days will the box last for? So we got 54 chocolates. We divided by 6 a day. And that will give us a nice answer of 9. Question number 6. Calculate 250 multiplied by 11. This might actually sound a bit complicated when you do 250 times by 10 first, which will give you 2,500, and then we got an extra time by 1, which is just another 250. We add them up. So that will give us an answer of 0, 5, 7, and 2. So I'm just basically offsetting the answer over there. Done. Okay, question number 7. Shape ABCD is a square. What is the bearing of B from D? So now remember, when we're doing bearings, it's always start from the D part. So we go in the north direction and we're going to go in that bearing here. Now because it is a square and this angle is 90 degrees, we're doing half of that. So that will be 45 degrees. But when we write a bearing answer, we must always have 3 digits. So number 1, bearings are measured from north. Number 2, bearings are measured in a clockwise direction. And number 3, bearings always have 3 digits. So that's the rules for bearings. I hope that will help you. Okay, let's move to, oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, right, let's get to the top. Oh, here we go. We're using the iPad Pro 9.6 inch version with the Apple Pencil, and we're getting a good amount of feel for the pad, for the work. It's looking and feeling good. What is the 54th term given that the nth term of the sequence is 3n minus 6? So we grab the 54 and we plop it into there. So we have 3 lots of 54 minus 6. Oops, that should be a minus there. Now 54 minus 6 minus the 4 is 50, minus 2 will give you 48. So it's 3 lots of 48. So that will give us an answer of 144. It says calculate 2/5 divided by 3/4. Now, when we divide by fractions, the divide sign is quickly converted into a time sign. The second fraction is turned upside down as long as everything's already in either proper fractions or top-heavy fractions. So that's all good. So now the question quickly gets converted to 2/5 times by 4/3. Now, if we can cancel anything, we should cancel it. But if we can't, we have to multiply at the top numbers like what we're going to do now. So I'm going to multiply at the top and the bottom. Remember, we can't cancel out horizontally, but we can multiply it horizontally. 2 times by 4 is 8. 5 times by 3 is 15. So the answer is 8 or 15. Question number 10. What is the value of x? So you have 300 times by 6 divided by x is equal to 2. Okay, let's have a look how we can rewrite that. So this little box then 300 times by 6 and then divided by x is equal to 2. Now if I want to make x the subject, so opposite divided by x is time by x. Opposite time by 2 is divided by 2. So we have to swap these two numbers over. So that will give us something that looks like this now. So we'll have 300 times by 6 in the same place. The 2 goes to the bottom and the x ends up at the top. So that gives you 300 times by 6, which is 1800. Then divided by 2, that gives you nice, lovely 900. Done. Question number 11. On Sundays, Tanvi spends 3/8 of the day sleeping. For how many hours is she awake? Well, we have 8/8 of a day minus the 3/8 that she spends sleeping. So that means she spends 5/8 of the day awake. That's a quick way of us understanding this fraction 3/8. So it goes how many hours? So we got to work out 5/8 of 24 hours in a day. Now, we can quickly turn this into a question that off becomes a times. 24 becomes 24 over 1. Then we try to cancel this diagonal if we can. So we divide that by 8. Divide that by 8. It's called cancelling. So we end up with 5 times by 3, which gives us a nice, lovely 15 hours. What is the mean? The word mean is one of the 4 averages. We have mean, median, mode, and range. It means add up the numbers and divide it by how many there are. So we're going to do 8.7, add 3.9, and then we divide it by 2 for number 12. So when we add them up, that gives us a mean of 6.3. Let's move on. Question number 13. A jumper costs £15 is reduced in price by 45%. How much does it now cost? So if you save 45%, that means you'll be paying the rest of the 100%, which is 55%. So you got to work out 55% of £15. We can do this in a variety of ways. Let's do it in the traditional way. So 55% off means times 15. So, which we can cancel in different ways. So we can cancel in this way. So divide that by 5. Divide that by 5. We can also now cancel in this direction as well. So we divide that by 5. We divide that by 5. So question number 13, what are we left with? We're left with 11 times by 3, which is 33. And 4 times by 4 times by 1 is 4. So we get 33 divided by 4. Now 33 divided by 4 will give you £8.25. I'm going to use the space up here to work that out and show you how I got that. So 30, oops, let's write it down a little bit lower. So 4s and 3s nothing, remainder 3, 4s and 33 is 8. Because 4 times by 8 is 32, remainder 1. 4s and 10 is 2, remainder 2, 4s and 20 is 5. So that's where I got this number from. Okay, so I'll just put a little bubble down here. So this belongs over here. Sorry that it's up there, sorry about that. Okay, question number 14. The heights of 5 children are 155, 146, 175, 160, 152. What is the range? Again, range is one of those averages. It's going to be the largest number minus the smallest number. So let's have a look for our largest number. Our largest number is this one. Our smallest number is this one. So it'll be 175 minus 146, and that will give us an answer of 29. Oh, I think we need to get the rubber. What's it doing here? Okay, lovely. Let's have a look. Question number 15. It is afternoon and Divisha has her piano lessons 45 minutes after the time shown on this clock. What time is her lesson? Give your answer in a 12-hour clock format. Okay, it's 45 minutes after this time. So it's 45 minutes after this time. Well, if you go over here. Okay, I've got to get my pen back. From here, that's half an hour. Okay, and then be another 15 minutes. So that'll be 6:05. Okay, that's the end of the first page, folks. Right, let's just change it and go to the second page. We've got one more page of questions. We've taken 10 minutes so far. Let's see if we can do this a little bit more quicker. What is the probability? Let's get back to our pen selection. Okay. Right, what is probability of rolling an odd number with a fair die? Well, a fair die has the following numbers. And the odd numbers are here. So there's 3 chances out of 6. So this can be cancelled down to a half. What is the volume of a cuboid with measurements 9 by 2 by 14? Well, the volume is equal to length times by width times by height. So 9 times by 2 times by 14. And when you multiply those out, that gives us a nice lovely answer of 252 centimeters cubed. Done. Look at the diagram below. Given that the perimeters of the square and the quadrilateral triangles are 40 meters and 21 meters respectively, what is the value of x? If the perimeter of the square is 40, that means each side must be 10. Now, if the perimeter of the triangle is 21, that means each side must be 7. So if that's 7, that means that must be 3 to make 10. And that will be our answer. Done. What is the sum? Now, the sum means they want us to add them. The first 5 prime numbers. Now, people say 1 is a prime number. No, it is not. Let's get rid of that. The first prime number is always 2, then 3, then 5, then 7. It is not 9. And then 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our first 5 prime numbers. If we add them all up, that gives us 28. Question number 20. Kushul has 6 boxes each containing X chocolates and 4 boxes each containing Y sweets. Write an expression which represents the total number of chocolates. So 6 lots of that. That gives you 6X. And we have 4 lots of this. That gives you 4Y. And that's the answer. And that's done. Okay, let's move on to this one. What is the order of rotation symmetry of this shape? Well, this shape will only look like itself after 1 complete turn. So we said that order is only 1. What is the exterior angle of a regular polygon with 3 sides? Oh, oops, I didn't want to do that. So if we draw the 3-sided shape, a regular polygon 3 sides, so that means that's 60, that's 60, and that's 60. So the exterior angle is when you extend the line, and that will be 120, because 120 at 60 is 180. That's done. Okay, we're making extra lines on there. Right, move it. Let's make progress. This is nice. I like being able to size question. What are the coordinates of points A minus 5, 6 after reflection on the y-axis? Let's draw them. Let's draw. Okay, this is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Let's have a look at the point. Minus 5, 6. Well, minus 5 along the x would be here. And 6 would be here. And we're going to reflect it in the y-axis. Well, the y-axis is here. That's our mirror. So there's our point. We're going to reflect to the other side. So it won't be at minus 5, 6. It will be at plus 5, still 6. So we'll get 5, 6. Done. 24. The time now is 19:11. What was the time 39 minutes ago? Give your answer in 12-hour format. Okay. Let's see if I can fit my method in here. I have a method for doing this. So 19:11 minus 39 minutes. Now we can't do 19:11 minus 39 because we haven't got enough minutes. So what we do here, we borrow one of the hours. So that becomes 18. And then we add the hour on as how many minutes it is. So we have a new question now. So it's really 18 and this 11 add 60 will give you 71 minutes. And then we are in the position where we can minus the 39 minutes. So 1871. So let's have a go. So that becomes 6. 11 minus 9 is 2. That 6 minus 3 is 3. And we get 1832. Now 1832 is 6 hours past 6 hours past the 12 o'clock afternoon time. So it'll be 6:32 p.m. Okay, right. Question number 25. Let's finish the video off. It's already 15 minutes already. The length of the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 7, 11, 12. Given that the perimeter of the triangle is 90 centimeters, what is the length of the shortest side? Well, first of all, we have 12 and 11 and 7. Let's add them up. 7 add 3, that'll give you 10, and that'll give you 30. So 90 centimeters will be divided into 30 parts. That gives you 3. And the shortest length is 7 parts. So times it by 7. Okay, so that'll give you 21. Done. List all the factors of 25. Factor 25 are the numbers that divide into 25. So 25 will divide by 1. It will not divide by 2. And it won't divide it by 3, 4. It'll do 5. And then it won't be anything else until it gets to the end. So it's 1, 5, and 25. We're nearly finishing now. The diagram below shows the plan and elevation of a 3D shape made up of smaller cubes. How many smaller cubes are there? If you put this shape together, we will get something that looks like this. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm trying to visualize this question for my students. And then we'll have, so all the different views put together will give us a shape that has 5 cubes. Done. Express 0.99 as a fraction. So that'll be, these are the tenths column. This is the hundredths column. So here's 99 hundredths. What is the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon? So we get the number of sides, minus 2. Times it by 180. This is a special formula for this, folks, so make sure you remember it. Okay, let's go. N is the number of sides. Well, the pentagon has 5 sides. That goes into there. So 5 take away 2 is 3. 3 times by 180. And that will give us an answer of 540 degrees. Done. Last question, and we're coming up to 18 minutes, so hopefully this hasn't taken too long. We have 270. How many right angles in 270? Just 270. Then in that case, whoops, that doesn't look too nice. Okay, let's do 270 divided by 90. That gives us 3. Thank you very much, folks, for being with me on this video. Right, let's resize this and go back to page 1. Look at that. That's looking handsome, looking beautiful. Right, okay, folks, all these questions are checked. And this is, whoops, the answers. Okay, thank you very much for being with me on this video. This is Mr. Imran Iqbal, one-to-one tutor. If you like the videos, please subscribe. Please hit the bell button for any further notifications of all new videos. Thank you very much. See you on the next one.